Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of All Things WDW. I'm Jason, and I'm glad to be here with you today. So today we're going to talk about some of the major refurbishments going on at Disney. We've got another hotel, yes, another hotel that is getting refurbishment. The All-Stars are getting a makeover. First off, All-Star Movies, and I think that it's because All-Star Movies is probably the most dated of the three All-Stars. It did not get the major food court makeover that both All-Star Sports and Music did, and it finally got an expanded menu just last year. But the others have had it for a while and got a big makeover. It also is still featuring, the Mighty Ducks, and the Mighty Ducks haven't been a part of Disney since the 90s. I guess you could just take it and it's a classic. Herbie is. I love Herbie the Love Bug. But I think Herbie has a more of a classic stay, like Mary Poppins and things like that, rather than the Mighty Ducks. But that's okay. One of the things. So I'm really glad to see this. But here is something I was wrong on. I thought that Disney was doing Pop Century and giving it this complete makeover because it was going to have the gondola line coming in, and so they wanted to have Pop Century and AOA as kind of these value plus resorts, kind of like Coronado has always been this deluxe resort, basically wrapped in a moderate price tag because of the extended food options. They've got the fitness center, and they have a hot tub, and they have a bar, and they have the salon and things like that the other moderates do not have. So with that being said, now that the All-Stars are going to get a complete makeover, so as soon as All-Star Movies is done, they'll move on to All-Star Music and then All-Star Sports. And basically, they will all end up looking the same when all is said and done, which they really do now, except for a few minor touches. Otherwise, the rooms are pretty much the same. And really, you choose an all-star not because, of the design. You choose it because you like movies, music, or sports, the icons on the outside, or you choose it based upon what happens to be the best price whenever you're going. Because otherwise, there's no difference between the three All-Stars. With that being said, now let me go back and I want to show you what Pop Century used to look like and to what it looks like now. And then I want to show you what All-Star Movies look like, and then what it looks like now if you get a non-renovated room, and then we're going to show you a renovated room. So first, let's go and check out Pop Century. All right, so here is Pop Century. Now look at this. We've got this dark carpet, the ugly green curtains, olive green, I guess you'd call that. And then we've got the kind of muted walls, so more muted tones here than you're going to see over at All-Star Movies. But this pattern overload on the bedspread and stuff, and I don't know what the deal was back then. I will give the Pop Century back then had a little bit more storage in the room because you've got several drawers there for storage than what is at All-Star Movies that you'll see in just a minute. Now, after this was done and they added flat screens to the room, then we went to this. So I guess it's about the same storage. It looks like there's less. I don't know for sure unless I was actually there seeing it. But, again, here we've got different carpeting, a little bit lighter to the room. I like the blue paint along the one wall, giving it a bit of an accent, but again, a little bit different. So then this was the last iteration or the last renovation that happened. This is what the rooms looked like before 7 months ago, whenever they started the renovation. So these were what the rooms looked like, and as you can tell, muted colors and everything, and pretty basic, honestly. And then now this, and with the queen bed, you could put all your suitcases under there without, so that gives you more storage. And I like the wall art and so forth. It's cute. And somebody said it's modern pop art, so maybe that's what it is called. And it fits then if that is, because this is Pop Century. And I like, lots of USB ports, plugins, and so forth. So, I do like the look, and definitely better than what we've had in past by a long shot. Now, let's jump over to All-Star Movies. Here is the first All-Star Movies. This is what it looked like shortly after it opened. And wow, talk about dating now. It says Love Bug, Mighty Ducks, and so forth on the bedspread. I do like the stars above the bed there, but they're kind of dated now. And then of course here you can definitely see whose idea those teal cabinets were. I don't know. At least this is just wood. But you can see now here we just went to star pattern rather than having the overload bedspread. This isn't quite as pattern overload. And then but one of the things you notice too, I don't know if you're paying attention, but if you look at now here in a minute and look at this, there's very little storage in these rooms because that door under the TVs where the refrigerator was. So you basically had those 3 drawers. And of course then here is what all-star movies look like now if you're staying in a non-renovated room. So you can see there's the green accent wall. Notice there's the curtain and so forth. Still a lot less pattern, but still by far still some pattern overload in a way. And so now all-star movies today. And so here you go. So again, yeah, it does look like Pop Century for those that are asking or going, wait a second, doesn't that look a bit like Pop Century? Yeah, but if you look, the wood tones are darker and different artwork above the headboards, and the chairs are a different pattern on them than what are on over at Pop Century. So a little bit different. I do like that they've added the coat rack over there on the by the barn door for before you go into the bathroom. So you know when you come in, you got a rain jacket or just whatever. And I like that the wood floor is kind of slanted, and I really like this. I love Huey, Dewey, and Louie Center, and it's going to be the same, I bet, for all the All-Stars, because you've got the sports, and then the movies, and then the music. Modern sink and a modern bathroom compared to what was there before. And then, of course, that vanity, that mirror lights up. There's a light all the way around it. And here's a video. So there's your big screen TV. I like the circular right there. Provides a lot of light. There's your coffee maker, all your coffee supplies in that drawer. Your refrigerator's right there. And then here's the art above the bed. So you've got Minnie, Mickey, and Donald. And I like how, again, the queen beds provide more space to sleep. Again, you've got more muted tones to the wood, but it's still very nice and very elegant. And I like the barn door versus just the curtain, the travertine tile there in the rather than the little 1x1 inch square tiles that were there before. Again, you got the shower door, the glass door rather than the curtain, so that provides much more modern. And a little bit of an accent wall there, so that's nice. And then if you'll notice, you've got that vanity mirror right there. You can flip it on both sides. It lights up for the ladies. Storage under, storage beside, storage right here to hang your clothes. So lots and lots of storage there in the bathroom that was not there before. And so here we are, we're looking at the TV with, you've got a drawer, and then you've got the 2 doors. There's some other drawers there, and they're larger drawers. From what I've heard, there's a lot of storage there now compared to what was before. And especially now that you can put your suitcases underneath the bed. And I like these headboards. I love the Huey, Dewey, Louie in there, other than I'm worried that all 3 All-Stars are going to get the same thing. So, there you go. So what do you think? You know, now that, you know, it's kind of funny. When I was making this video, and I was looking at, I've never stayed at the All-Stars. I've stayed at the Boardwalk and at the Dolphin. And then otherwise, we always stayed off-site. And you know, what is interesting to me is going back and looking at, and so I want to do another video, and I want to show you guys just some of the differences in the other resorts over time. And some of them look, I mean, there are some changes in a couple of the resorts that, wow, they look severely more dated than even did All-Star movies. And, you know, but you do see this trend where everything is this nice clean line look, and you know, more so now, and of course the USB ports and all of that, because we just travel. Even you go get on a ship besides Disney, because Disney, you know, their ships are a few years older. If you get on some of the ships that have been made in just the last few years, you're going to see a lot more USB ports and plugins and so forth in the room than you will on ships that are 10, 15 years old. And that's just because, of course, because of this and the Android version and so forth. Everybody wants to, they carry everything with them now. So with that being said, what do you think? You know, it was really interesting for me to do this video and to go back and look at the history of the resorts and kind of see where they've come. And how early on it was this pattern and color overload, and then we slowly toned down the pattern, and then it was toned down even more, and then we went to basically kind of plain, almost the opposite. And I do like the last iteration of Pop Century just was like, okay, there wasn't really any color in the room, and at least now there's some color and it pops a little bit. I would have liked to see each section, like the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, each have something in the rooms that would showcase that decade, but they didn't do that. I was really hoping for that, but you know, if another customer's requested on the next update, that could be something that could easily be done, even with a soft goods upgrade. So what do you guys think? I'd like to know in the comments below. Let me know what you think. What are your thoughts? Which iteration do you like of the resorts? Do you like the way it used to be with the pattern overload, or do you like somewhere happy medium? Or do you like the new look, but maybe you prefer carpet rather than the linoleum floor? You know, I mean, what is your thoughts? You know, I'd like to know in the comments below. And with that being said, I'm out of here. I'm Jason. This is All Things WDW. I hope you have a fabulous day, and I will see you right here next time on All Things WDW.